Module 11, Structure of English Language and Linguistics. History of the English language. The English language belongs to the Indo-European family, specifically the Germanic branch. Its evolution is typically divided into three major eras. Old English, 450 to 1100 AD. Influenced by Anglo-Saxon tribes, it was a highly inflected language similar to modern German with a complex system of grammatical cases. Middle English, 1100 to 1500 AD. Following the Norman conquest in 1066, French influence led to a massive influx of Romance vocabulary and the gradual loss of Old English inflections. And coming to modern English from 1500 to present was marked by the Great Vowel Shift and the advent of the printing press, which helped standardize spelling and grammar. Now, phonetics and phonology. This domain studies the sound systems of language. General phonetics is a study of how speech sounds are produced, articulatory, then transmitted, which is acoustic phonetics, and perceived, that is auditory phonetics. Phonetic transcription using symbols like the IPA to represent the sounds of speech. Then stress, the emphasis placed on certain syllables within a word or certain words within a sentence. Intonation, the variation of pitch when speaking used to convey emotion or distinguish between a statement and a question. There is rising tone, there is falling tone, there is fall rise tone and rise fall tone. Intonation. Then morphology and grammar. Morphology studies the internal structure of words, roots, prefixes, and suffixes. And the words can be divided into form class words and function class words. Form class means open-ended categories like nouns, verbs, and adjectives. New words are added constantly. Then a function class are closed categories like pronouns, prepositions, and conjunctions rarely change over time. Then traditional versus modern grammar. Traditional grammar is often prescriptive. That means dictating how one should speak. Rules are learned first and then we learn how to use it. While modern grammar is descriptive. That means analyzing how language is actually used. So it's an inductive kind of grammar. Then structuralism. Ferdinand de Saussure. Saussure viewed language as a system of signs consisting of a signifier, sound image, and a signified, which is the concept. Now, syntax, theories of sentence structure. Syntax explores how words combine to form phrases and sentences. So we have phrase structure grammar, which breaks sentence down into constituent parts, noun phrases, verb phrases, then transformational generative grammar, which was introduced by Noam Chomsky. It distinguishes between deep structure, the underlying semantic meaning, and surface structure, the actual outward form of the sentence. Then trace theory. It proposes that when an element moves in a sentence, it leaves behind an invisible trace that maintains a grammatical relationship. Then case grammar and tag memes. Different ways of categorizing the roles words play, for example, agent, instrument, or the slots they fill in a sentence. Then semantics and figures of speech. Semantics is a study of meaning. Lexical semantics analyzes the meaning of individual words and their relationships, synonyms, antonyms, like that. Then metaphor and figures of speech. Mechanisms where language moves beyond literal meaning to create connections between disparate ideas. For example, time is money. Then applied linguistics. Psycholinguistics, a study of how the human brain processes, acquires, and produces language. Then sociolinguistics, a study of how language varies based on social factors such as class, gender, ethnicity, and geography.